Hey guys, another video, Everglades Park. This is the gator show, the alligator show. So I'll be taking you guys on that. Remember to comment, like, subscribe if you're new.
Look, an alligator too. Why don't I? It's not. That's a finger. See, that's so disgusting. Like it's a cloth for business cards. Oh no! That'd be funny. Yeah, I know, but that's the thing. It's like, what are we gonna? Oh, look, Ryder. It's the same one we saw. Like, oh, where? Stop it.
So this is the zoo area. Have a turtle over here.
Okay, so you gotta be calm. May I help you?
He's fine, he's not gonna do anything. Well, look at Stan. Okay, she's catering. Okay, the hands are over there.
Okay.
The gator, put your
Put
hand
your
out.
hand underneath. Okay, Emery, you want to put your hand under?
Only the gator. Great, look at the camera. Right over here.
Means that they showed up into the swimming pool, the canal, the golf course, the highway, the backyard. In that case, they let it go to finish up the good work. Oh, guys, come on, there's going to be lots of bad jokes. It's going to get worse. Well, you guys all like chihuahuas, is that what it is? Yeah. Now, it doesn't matter if the alligator is a little tiny hatchling or if it's 10 feet long. It doesn't matter if it takes 5 minutes or 5 weeks for the traveler to catch the alligator. It doesn't matter if it's 6 o'clock at night, 1 o'clock in the morning, if it's in the middle of the highway or the middle of a lake. No matter the situation, they're going to charge you the same every single time, and the charge is actually nothing. In the state of Florida, alligator removal is completely free. Makes a whole lot of sense, right? Raccoon in the attic, $400. 10-foot alligator in the backyard eating grandma, and that is free. Yeah. So that is due to liability. The state does not pay or employ any of the trappers So that way when the trapper goes out and he has his arm or his leg ripped off and eaten by an alligator, he's technically a volunteer and the state is not responsible for any of it. He gets a get well soon card and then they replace him. So what the state does as an alternative, they allow the alligator trapper to keep the alligator as payment and harvest the animal. So unfortunately for these guys, that is what's going to happen. They're going to catch an alligator, they're going to kill it, they're going to sell it for the meat and the hide, turn it into a pair of boots, a belt, a purse, a wallet, something like that. And last year alone, the state of Florida killed over 8,000 of these nuisance alligators. Now with all that being said, the alligators you're seeing in here today, these guys are the lucky ones. I'm actually a state licensed alligator trapper myself, believe it or not. I know, I totally look like one, right? And my boss and I are two of the very few. Honestly, we are probably the only committed non-kill alligator trappers in the entire state of Florida. A lot of the alligators were showing up at the very same spot that they were taken from. They were going home. Literally traveling hundreds of miles, it didn't matter. They were figuring it out or causing problems for people, other animals, or dying along the way. It is like a built-in GPS system these guys have. And a lot of reptiles have that ability. Sea turtles do the same exact thing. And that's why these guys are recognized as being such incredible, wait for it, navigators. Navigators. You were warned about bad jokes, okay? So it doesn't matter how far you take them out, they will return. And some reptile experts and biologists believe that they're using the stars. Others think they're using the Earth's magnetic fields. However they're doing it, it truly is incredible. But unfortunately, that is why you cannot let them go. It just does not work. Alright, enough of the boring stuff. Now's the fun part. I'm going to go grab you guys an alligator. Now, a typical day for me is about 12 to 15 shows every single day. So I do have a specific rotation system that I use to make sure each alligator only has to do 1 or 2 shows. So let's... By the way, guys, I know it's hot. Does anybody want to come in for a swim? The water is great.
I want to.
No takers? Oh, why? Do you guys see the yellow color? You guys think it's alligator pee? Is that what it is? Yeah. Guys, it's not pee. It's Gatorade. Yeah, where do you think it comes from, right? All right, I don't see my alligator on this side. He's probably on the other side, or he might be in that little pile going on over there. Sneak in here. So my alligator is right here. I don't know if I'll be able to get him out. Come here, Zeus. Wake up. Come on, Zeus. It's showtime. What do you think? Come on, big guy. You gotta do one show. I gotta do them all. I don't even think I can get his tail out of here, honestly. Hi, Hector. Back you up.
Mais non, mais c'est parce qu'ils ont déjà mangé. Pas faim.
Alright. Now, Zeus is about 160 pounds. Hector, can you please get off of his head? Thank you. Come on, Hector. There you go. Now, Zeus is very excited to do the show for you guys today. Who needs CrossFit when you got CrossFit, am I right? Oh man, too many chihuahuas for you, buddy. Alright. Now let's take a look inside of that mouth. 80 teeth in there, 40 on the top, 40 on the bottom. Now, alligators continuously shed and regrow teeth throughout their entire life, cycling through several thousand teeth in their lifetime. Now, if you look at the back of his throat, it appears that he has little to no throat opening. Yes, no throat opening. That is called a glottis. So that is an oversized valve that seals off the back of the throat, and that allows him to capture and drown his prey without drowning himself. A large alligator can have up to 2,000 pounds of crushing power per square inch, literally an entire ton of force within inside of his mouth. You guys do not look impressed with that number. That's enough power to break any bone in your weak, fragile human body and crush your head like a potato chip. And if you're still not impressed with that number, it's because you're on the wrong side of the glass. Trust me. Now, even though they bite down with such crushing force, they have very little opening power, so you can hold the jaw shut with just one hand. So what this means is that if you're ever being chased by an alligator, you don't have to run. All you gotta do is stop, turn around, grab the jaws, and you'll do great, right? They never tell you to die, you run for your life, okay. Now, alligator wrestling is based off of techniques that the Seminoles used back in the day when they would go out and capture alligators. Now, in the 1800s, if you're catching these guys, you're doing it to feed your family. Alligator meat spoils very quickly and hot food is done. There is no such thing as a refrigerator, so you want to catch the alligator and you want to bring it back to your house alive. So I go, I catch my alligator, I'm on his back, I have him by the jaws, and there's just one problem. I'm by myself. I don't have anybody else to help me. So I need to come up with a way to hold his jaws shut, freeing up both my hands, allowing me to use my hands to get a rope and tie the jaws together. What they came up with is now we refer to as bulldogging. It's holding the jaws shut by putting them in between your chin and your chest, putting all of the teeth up against the throat. If you guys want a picture, wait until both of my arms go out to the side, or if you see a spray of blood, just switch your photo to video. Here we go. Ta-da! Take your pictures quickly. Yeah, take out your rope, couple of wraps, tie a knot, and you have yourself a cut and tied alligator. Alright, now judging by the complete lack of applause, I'm going to say you guys are just in shock. Is that what it is? I'm just so amazing. Oh, stop. You guys are going to make me blush. That doesn't feel forced at all. Now I know what you guys are thinking, well, why isn't Zeus more aggressive? Why isn't he trying to attack you right now? Why aren't the other alligators trying to chase you and eat you and tear you to pieces? And why do you guys look so disappointed that I'm still alive? So most of the alligators in here have been in here long enough where they've come to realize I'm not a threat to them. You're making me look like a liar, Zeus. Come on. Now when they first come here, we first catch him from the wild, he's fighting for his life. He wants to kill me because he thinks I'm going to kill him. But once they spend some time here and they figure out that I'm not going to eat them, I'm not going to hurt them, they only have to do one alligator-friendly show a day, it really isn't worth it for the alligator to waste his energy trying to attack me out of self-defense. It's just not worth the effort. Now, just because he's not actively trying to kill me right now, do you think that this means the alligator loves me and that we're buddies? What do you think?
Yeah.
Absolutely not, guys. This is an alligator, not a Labrador. I love all of them. They do not love me back. There is no friendship or bond. So if I trip and I fall, if I make a mistake, or if I hurt the alligator, every single one of these guys absolutely can and will bite. He actually bit my boss in the foot a couple of months ago, and the big guy that is right over there in the water, he actually bit my boss in the head. And that is not a joke or a punchline. But that is why he's my favorite alligator. All right, now on that note of positivity, we're going to go ahead and do the most dangerous trick of the entire show. This one is called the face-off. Because if you mess it up, or it goes horribly, horribly wrong, yeah, your face comes off. Now, before I go ahead and risk my face being ripped off for the entertainment of complete strangers, let me just really quickly tell you a little bit about myself so you don't think I'm some crazy person, okay? Because I can see the looks out there. Now, I've had a love and a passion for animals and wildlife since I was very young. I have actually been volunteering at multiple different facilities working with animals since I was 15 years old, so almost for a decade. Now, I'm actually born and raised in Westchester, New York, and 2 years ago, I decided I was going to pack up my life, make the drive down to Florida, see what kind of crazy animals they had to offer me, and I found myself inside of an alligator pit, so I'm still kind of new to this whole alligator world. Now, I'm very lucky that I'm able to do this. This is a dream come true for me, and I'm very passionate that I'm able to save these guys. But like I said in the beginning of the show, we really are volunteers here due to liability. We are not employees of the park. So the only way that I'm able to continue living my dream and rescuing alligators is through the generous donations of my audience members. So if you guys enjoyed the show today, if you had a good time, you feel like a little alligator rescue, I do appreciate anything that goes in the box right down over there, and Zeus appreciates that too, don't you, buddy? Yes, he does. All right. Here we go. So what we're going to do, I'm going to open up the alligator's mouth, and I'm going to balance my chin on the top of the open jaw. Now, if anything falls inside of his mouth, a drop of sweat, a grain of sand, that is all it takes. His jaws slam shut. It's okay, folks. All right, guys, let's hit it for Zeus. He did a great job. Thank you, buddy. And as you guys can see, no hurt feelings, no animosity. The shows don't hurt the alligator. Whew, and that does conclude the show, guys. Now, if you guys have any questions at all, please feel free to ask me. I'll be right over there. If you guys enjoyed the show today and want to write a good review, again, my name is Gabby. If you found the show, my name is Bob. All right. Thank you guys so much for coming today and supporting our alligator rescue and for your donations, guys. This would not be possible without you. When you head out, exit right over here to the right. Follow the footprints directly behind you, and that is where you hold your baby alligator for a photo. Did you guys have fun today? Awesome. Thank you.
Let's pick up those clothes next to us, okay? Just him? Or everybody's coming?
Alright guys, that's it for the Everglades. Remember to leave your comments, like, subscribe if you're new, and subscribing is free.